Real people, real opinions.
Real Talk Radio. The multi-award winning Niall Boylan Show.
Ireland's classic hits.
Oh, where is it? There it is there. Now, hi Niall. I need a really sensitive subject sorted out on the air once and for all. Myself and my husband listen to you most nights when we can, and it's prompted me to write my saga. Anyway, we are married 27 years, we've 3 young children. In the last 17 years, intimacy slowly but surely vanished. And we put it down to the hectic life with the children and just being too tired. My husband was having erectile issues as well, and I was having libido issues, so it didn't bother us too much. Over the last year or so, our sex life has got so much better, and more recently have almost become addicted to quickies and long sessions when the kids are not around. Anyway, I'm feeling so much better about myself since our sex life has got better, and I went out and got sexy underwear last week. And when we had a chance on Saturday, I wore it, and he was thrilled and really excited. I'd taken a picture of myself in the underwear because I was feeling so good about myself. I showed the picture to my husband, and he was very excited. He asked me to send it to him. I just laughed it off. 2 days ago, I texted him and told him I couldn't wait till he got home and sent him a few sexy messages. You know, the usual stuff. He texted me back saying he was really excited, and could I send him that picture of me practically naked in crotchless underwear? I ignored him, and he asked again. When he came home, he asked why I wouldn't send it, and I said that's not something I was willing to do. He understood, and he didn't bring it up again. Last night he was working late, but sent me a picture of his penis and told me he couldn't wait for the weekend that we were going away for in 2 weeks. I assumed he was looking for me to reciprocate. I took a picture of myself in the mirror topless, but stopped myself at the last minute from sending it. I told my sister about it, and she thinks I'm being prudish, and loads of couples do this all the time. I'm really so unsure. I trust my husband not to post it online or show it to friends, and I don't know what my fear is, but maybe it might come back to bite me in the future. My husband came home and said to me, "Did you like my picture?" I told him I did, but I was not willing to send him any saucy pictures. As much as he understood and didn't argue, I could see his disappointment and the disappointment in his eyes. But am I being a prude? Now, is she being a prude? You know what I mean? Is it okay? Do you think it's okay? Now, we're not talking about people going out with each other a year here, right? We're talking about people in a relationship. They're married 27 years. They're obviously with each other before that a few years as well, so they're probably 30 years together. And they have a good sex life. Is it okay to send pictures of each other naked to each other? Is there anything wrong with that? Is that kind of normal? Or is that a risky business? Let me know. The number is 087 188 0008. That's 087 188 0008.
Alexa?
Yeah. Alexa, shut up. AJ. AJ, you talking to Alexa? Oh, Jesus. AJ.
I don't know. Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, yeah.
Oh, good man. Were you talking to Alexa? That was somebody else,
No, I
was it?
haven't talked to Alexa, no.
Okay, sorry.
I don't have Alexa.
That must have been Tim who was talking to Alexa. Okay, AJ, what do you reckon?
I'd say that it's normalized, really. In the modern generation, it's really normalized. In relationships, in marriage, I'd say that it's not expected, but it's just a part of the normal way of life. For me, I've done it in the past, so
yeah.
I know that I from personal experience, I know that it's something I have done in relationships.
Okay.
In marriage, after 27 years, I mean, I've been with the person for that long. It should be normalized at that point. I wouldn't be that scared or something that if they, I'll be like, no, I'll be running away from.
Yeah, posting it online or in some porn site or something like that. But AJ, are you in a relationship now?
Yes, and I was in one, but not anymore.
I thought you were going to say yes and no. I was going to say, how can you be yes and no in the one statement? So, have you ever been in a relationship where the woman sends you naked pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you ever done anything nefarious with those pictures? Or, anything dodgy with those? You haven't posted them online or show them to all your mates or something like that?
No. I don't show it to anyone.
See, this is the fear, isn't it? The fear for some women particularly would be, if I send him a picture, he's going to show it to all his mates.
No, because nowadays you have to be careful of what you send to people because half the things could be shown to other people. But there's certain things that that subconsciously men and women would keep private. So you have to expect and also trust that your partner will keep that private as well.
Okay, so it's all about trust. So if you trust your partner, you would do it. If you don't trust them, well, then you wouldn't do it.
It's not as simple as just plain trust, though, because you wouldn't just do it if it's just because of trust. Then everyone would do it just on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to you being comfortable around that person. You want to do it.
Yeah.
So it's consent, but as well as trust.
Of course, consent has to. Yeah, well, it has to be something you consent to do yourself. And if that person breaks your trust and starts showing it to all their mates or posts it online, you've got a problem then, haven't you?
Yeah, a big problem.
Yeah. And when you sent the picture, AJ, of yourself in the nip to women, did you worry at all? Did you say, God, I hope she doesn't show that to all? Well, I think with lads, it's a different situation. Lads don't really care, you know what I mean?
No, because at that point, I was in a relationship. So when I'm in a relationship, I have to trust the other person. Since I asked them, I have to trust that if I send it to them, they won't be screenshotting it or sending it around. They can keep it on their phone. That's up to them.
Yeah.
So I trust them, and yeah, I didn't have any reason to believe they were going around showing it to other people or posting it online.
And the person you were with reciprocated and sent you back a photograph of them. And would you have been disappointed if they didn't send you back a picture of them naked?
No, because it's their choice.
It's their choice.
At the end of the day, if you send a photo, someone doesn't have to send it back. So if you text someone, you call someone, they don't have to call you back. It's their choice at the end of the day. And that's what people always have to remember. You can't force someone against their will to do something. That's not right. Because at the end of the day, it just makes things worse.
Yeah.
It has to be free will.
I know a lot of women, by the way, who don't like receiving pictures from men. And they go, why is he sending me a picture of his dick? I don't want to see
No,
it.
I know. I know that. So no, those guys are the ones that just send it without asking. They just send it.
Yeah, what's that all about? Why do guys do that? I mean, they meet a girl online and the first thing they think of, I'll send a picture of my dick to them. Why do guys do that?
Because it's macho attitude. It's the fact they believe. It's those guys have an attitude in their head that, oh yeah, I'm above everything else now. I can get any person I want, and that's what it is. They lose the dignity they had for themselves, and then just don't treat anyone else with respect. And then they believe that, oh yeah, if I send the photo, they have to respond.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
There's certain steps they just skip, and they just go straight to the end line, and they forget that these steps are crucial. And then they wonder why the girls are all talking about saying this guy just sent it for no reason.
Stay there just for a second. I want to go to Maria as well. Maria, you're in Ireland's Classic Hits Radio. Tim, I'll be with you in a second. Maria.
Hi, Niall.
How are you doing, Maria? Now, Maria.
I'm doing very well.
Oh, good. So is there anything, if a guy asked you, I don't know if you're in a relationship, are you in a relationship?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Long term?
Yes.
Okay. If your other half said to you, I'm feeling a bit saucy tonight, and send you a few messages, saucy messages, and said, send me a picture of yourself in the nip, would you?
I mean, I haven't had a great experience with it in the past, if I am being totally honest.
Oh, okay.
So I would be quite suspicious if someone is saying that, especially if it's just kind of out of nowhere and just all of a sudden.
Okay.
But I have had bad experiences.
Oh, okay. So what are the bad experiences?
Partners. Oh, I've had a previous partner of mine show it to his mates.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's not good.
And kind of, like bragging about me. He thought he was the man of the group, and it just didn't turn out well at all. That's
sad that a guy would do that, because even if you break up with you, it's a breach of trust, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And there's not a lot, unfortunately, you can do about it. They call it revenge porn, but you kind of have to prove they're publishing it or something. I don't know what the laws are stating around it, but I don't think, just showing it to their mates is going to get them into too much trouble. But for you, it's fiercely embarrassing.
Yes, definitely was. I was sending that to him thinking I looked beautiful and that was just for his eyes only. That's the reason I sent that to him. And he just thought he was best in the world, showing it off to all of his mates, showing me off is what he thought he was doing. And
were you still with him at the time? Were you still with him at the time he was doing that, showing it off?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
was. Yeah, yeah.
See, AJ? See what can happen, AJ? She was still with him and he was showing it to his mates.
Because it's immature. When if a guy is mature mentally, not physically, because anyone can age normally. You have to be mature mentally for you to
But she
respect.
thought, yeah, but she thought
Well-
he was mature enough, I'm assuming.
No, because anyone can look. Most people just see age, and then they'd be like, okay, based off their age, that's the maturity level they are. That's not how it is. Someone can look 20, have the maturity of a 25, 30-year-old, have that wisdom already at that young age. It's the life experiences they've had or the knowledge they've tried to acquire that you'll see in them.
Yeah, but I'm assuming Maria, and I don't want to talk about the third party because she's there, is a good judge of character and was in love with the guy and trusted him implicitly. And for 1 minute when she sent him a photograph of herself naked, didn't think he was going to show it to all his mates in the pub or the football team or whatever it was.
She's probably a good judge of character, but it's not. It won't be her fault at the end of the day. I'd say he was one of the guys that put on a facade that will act like a different person when he was around her, and then when he's with the guys, he puts on a different one. So when she saw the side he wanted her to see, and then when he was with the guys, he acted different. So when he sent that message, he was with the guys. He had changed into someone else. How the guys always knew him. And that's why he did it.
Maria, was he like one of the lads, so to speak? Was he that type of character?
Yeah, he was definitely a man's man. Well,
Okay.
I wouldn't even call him a man. but
Okay,
yeah.
well, no, not after doing something like that, no.
Yeah.
And did that not raise a bit of a red flag to you that you knew he was that type then? And that, and AJ makes a point about being immature in a sense because he was one of the lads, this kind of macho facade. Did that not raise a bit of a flag for you when you were thinking about sending it?
No, well, I mean, in the moment, like,
Yeah, I
it
get you.
didn't just come out of nowhere. I didn't send it unsolicitedly, or he didn't send me anything unsolicitedly. There was the whole build up to it, and we had built that trust with one another.
Yeah. So there was
It
a
was
kind of
just
saucy
totally
conversation that went along with it. Yeah,
Yes, of course, yeah.
yeah. And would you ever do it again? No.
No, 100% not.
So
In my opinion now, there is enough pornography on the internet for men to have a look at, and women, whatever.
But he doesn't want to see the
just-
other ones. He wants to see you.
I know, but let him see me in person. I would never, ever do that again.
Mm.
And I'd hope anyone would really listen to me after going through it. And I'm not the only one who goes through it either.
Yeah. Do you
It
think
happens
it's
on
happening so
way too
much
many
now?
occasions.
Yeah, it's happening a lot now because people are carrying phones around in their pockets constantly all the time. So it's not something.
Yeah.
It's not a discussion we would have had 20 years ago, but it's a discussion we're having
it's
now.
at your fingertips now.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that you went through that, but stay there for a second because Tim, you're on Ireland's Classic Hits Radio. You can take one, Jane. Tim, go ahead.
How are you getting on now?
You heard Maria's bad experience. That was a really bad.
I did, but you see, what I was thinking about there was, no, I'm a married man in my 50s. Never done anything like that, and never would do anything like that. I would never ask my wife to do anything like that. But I was just thinking, when me and I grew up with a bunch of lads, and we're all very good friends. But when you put us together, we might as well be 18 again. The carry on and the old piss take and the slagging and everything else. When men are together, they're the lads. And I don't think that will ever change. No,
For some men,
you'll
it doesn't. Yeah, you're right.
No, but no, you can have the laugh and joke and the whole lot, but you wouldn't do something like that. You wouldn't show intimate pictures of your partner, but you can still be one of the lads at 50.
But Tim,
okay.
But Tim, you're giving me the impression that when you're with the lads, you're one of the lads. That's grand, right? That's quite normal as well, right? But let's just say your wife sent you a saucy picture tonight or tomorrow, right, of herself, in the bedroom or whatever, naked. You wouldn't show it to your mates, would you?
Not in this lifetime. I have too much respect for my wife.
Well, this is the problem, and I'm sorry to say, but Maria's ex-boyfriend clearly didn't have respect for her.
No, and that's what it comes down to. And that's really what it comes down to. It's, you see, some people are, I think AJ made the point, some people are all sure, and it's a case of, oh, look at my missus. Wouldn't you wish you had fucking her?
Yeah.
This kind of a thing. Sorry about the language. But that's the kind of the mentality of some fellas out there. They are image obsessed, and I think we live in an image obsessed society now anyway.
And according to Maria, she looks well, and she's obviously very confident in herself. So he was obviously quite proud to be showing off this picture of her naked. Sorry,
Exactly.
sorry,
And
Maria,
it-
you're
which
trying to
is-
say something there?
which is-
Oh, she's gone.
but which is disgusting
Mm.
because you don't break that trust. And I think the point she made is, doing this, anybody sending a picture, an intimate picture, to a phone is crazy anyway.
Yeah.
Because, for argument's sake, what happens if you lose your phone? I lost my phone 9 months ago and it wasn't locked. No, I got it blocked straight away in the whole lot, but whatever pictures were on my phone, somebody could go in and...
But by the way, word of warning, completely off topic. Why would you not have a PIN number on your phone? don't even go there, Tim. Maria, but Tim makes a good point. Even though he's laddish, he's one of the lads when he's with the lads, as he says, most blokes are one of the lads when they're with the lads. They're kind of different. But that still, he would never show it to anybody because he has respect. That clearly the lads you were with didn't have any respect for you.
And I'm delighted that he does have the respect for his wife in
No,
that
and-
sense. Even though he does consider himself to be a lad's lad, I have so much respect for you being like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just happened to be with the wrong guy. That wasn't for me. And just because I looked well in those photos, I was confident enough to send those to him thinking I looked great. Does not one bit give him the right to show those to his friends at all.
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. And it is actually, see, what it does is when that happens, and we talk about that on the radio, and you come on talking, it puts a lot of people off the idea then because they fear that then. But I think it would be fair to say, and I'm going to defend men here, that I think most men wouldn't do that, Maria. I don't think most men would disrespect their partners that much that they would show off, pictures of something that's very intimate and very private between the two of them.
Oh yeah, no, like my current boyfriend now, he has so much respect for me. I've never met anyone to have so much respect for a woman that I've ever seen. Like, yes, we have talked about it.
But you're never going to send him a picture because you fear the same thing would happen again, which is a little bit unfair on him. Do you understand me? Because he's probably not like that at all.
No,
I wouldn't say that, no, Niall.
Well, I don't know. Sorry, Maria. Go on.
No, like I have told him about my experience and he has told me, like, yeah, of course it would be enjoyable for a man to get something like that from his partner, but he has total understanding of the situation.
Yeah, and he wouldn't put pressure on you to do it.
No, of course not. I am just not one bit comfortable doing that after the experience that I had with it. I could never put myself through that again.
Yeah, and that's sad that puts you in that position, particularly the fact that, you're proud of how you look and you feel you look well and you're confident in yourself to do that. So it's really sad that somebody's betrayed that trust and put you now in that awkward position. So let me just go to Dave as well. Dave, you're on Ireland's Classic Hits Radio. How you doing, Dave? Dave, are you there? Oh, we seem to have lost Dave there for some reason. Tim, it is a very difficult situation that she's now in, isn't it? Tim? Oh, we've lost him.
Yes, can you hear me now?
I can, yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
How are you knowing how's the farm? No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. If they're in a relationship that long, I don't see that the issue. I'd say, I can understand where she is. She's skeptic, and that they're in their 40s, am I right in saying? Am I?
They're, well, 27 years married, so yeah, they must be.
Yeah, so it's probably new altogether for her, but if they're that long together and they're happy and up with each other, fucking sure, that kind of way, I wouldn't imagine them slipping off and showing the boys this is the business there now. Look.
See, they seem to have, reawakened themselves because she goes on the email saying, that their intimacy had vanished for years because of the kids and everything else and life. And all of a sudden they're back in the throes of, having sex on a regular basis. So they've obviously got very saucy over the last year.
Yeah, watching all them, 50 Shades of Grey and all that crap.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, but obviously, they're looking to excite each other, I suppose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
You can do it with clothes and that type of crack as well, but naked pictures now would probably be a bit far now, that kind of thing. Well, I wouldn't know.
Are you married? Are you married?
I know, I've a girlfriend though, I've never said to her. I've actually, I took a dick pic on an old camera and got it developed and gave it to her for the crack one time, but I've never actually sent her any nude photographs myself, and likewise she hasn't sent me any, but I done that once just for the crack. It was one of them pre-developed Polaroid picture cameras.
I know.
Shoot a shot after a lay of mine.
What were you thinking? For God's sake.
I was half jarred. We're in the pub. It's a simple going at me.
A Polaroid. Yeah. I mean, I can understand, for example, and on a more serious note, I can understand how Maria feels and why she feels the way she feels. You know what I mean? Because it's not, I mean, it's no fun having somebody disrespect you and abuse your trust.
That's exactly like people like to see it happen the way like that's a life changing, ruining type of fucking thing there altogether. Like imagine her having to go into her job and people circulating photographs for her and all that type of crack.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Maria. Did he actually send it to anybody, or did he just show it to people?
No, he just showed it around, but like, I mean, he could well have. I don't know. As far as I know, he only showed it around to his friends.
And how did you, by the way, how did you find out that he showed it around?
Word of mouth.
Oh, okay.
Everyone just told me that. It just got back to me eventually. Yeah.
One of the girlfriends or wives or whatever of the other lads said, "Oh, Maria, you want to be careful there."
Yeah.
You know, Jesus.
Yeah. Their partner had told them.
And I suppose when you see these guys, then if you're out for an event or whatever it is, and you see these guys, you're looking at them going, "They've seen me naked." That must have been very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I have. Not that I've gotten over it, but I just keep my head high at this stage. Like whenever I see them, it's not often that I would see them.
Yeah.
But if I do, if I'm in the local shop or if I'm on a night out and I see them, you know, it's not talked about. It's not something that I'd be like, oh God, I can't leave my house over.
Yeah.
But it was embarrassing at the time.
And was that the reason?
You know,
was that the reason you broke up with him, by the way?
Oh yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good enough reason, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I can't think of a better reason. Yeah. I mean, and Dave, by the way, has the hint ever been thrown at you from your girlfriend?
No, it's all no. We're happy enough that we haven't hit any dry spotches yet, as the man says. But
well, you don't have to hit a dry spot. I mean, it could be all part of the fun of the not so dry spot.
I try now if I asked her, she wouldn't have any hassle in it now, in fairness.
You think she would, yeah?
100%, yeah.
Yeah. And do you think she trusts you enough to do that?
Yeah.
Because you do sound like one of the lads, Dave. You know what I mean?
I am 100%, but I'm a straight lace kind of one of the lads. Not a kind of way like I'd be funny enough now and have a few beers with me and that type of shit, but I'd be fucking.
You wouldn't show the picture to your best friend or anything like that.
Not at all. Like fucking, it's hard as I can say. You sort of like a dog in Marcus territory. You wouldn't be fucking letting everyone Marcus territory there. You know what I mean? Having a look.
No, I get you. Well, look, I have to go to break. Maria, I'm very sorry to hear that happened to you, by the way.
Ireland's Classic Hits Radio.
Let me go to Debbie. Debbie, you're on Ireland's Classic Hits Radio. How you doing, Debbie? Oh, wrong one. Sorry, that would help. Debbie, how are you?
No.
Sorry about that. It would help if I hired up the right one, wouldn't it, Debbie?
It's the right one.
Yeah, I know. So, Debbie, is there anything wrong with sending naked pictures to your other half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you do that? It's creepy.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Why is it creepy?
Well, like, really, you see each other morning and night.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Naked, that's fine.
Yeah.
Going for a bath or going for a shower, you see each other naked. So why take a photograph?
Well, maybe he's in work, she's at home, or she's in work, he's at home, whatever, and they're kind of planning a night together that night because maybe the kids are being looked after or something, or they're going away for the weekend, and he's saying, I can't wait to see you later. And they're kind of building each other up for a bit of sauciness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but would a talk not be better than showing a picture? You get more of a laugh and more of a, what would you call it, without embarrassment?
Yeah.
There would be more of a lead up.
So, are you in a relationship?
I am.
Okay.
I am. I'm married 13 years.
You're married 13 years, okay. And how would you feel if your other half sent you a naked picture?
I'd turn around and say, what the hell are you doing?
Would you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't
I
look at
could
it and
have
go,
thought,
God, that
yeah.
looks good.
No,
No.
it wouldn't.
Wouldn't do anything for
no,
you. Wouldn't do anything for you at all.
no, not at all. It's like, what are you doing? And a picture, right?
Yeah.
In real, in like real body,
Yeah.
right?
Real life, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, and you see the whole lot, and that's fine,
Yeah.
which make you attractive. But on a photograph, there's nothing on it.
It's just two-dimensional, really, isn't it?
It's just boring.
I wouldn't,
You
say,
know-
I wouldn't say it's boring.
It would. It doesn't. It's not. It's not. No.
No.
Not enticing at all. No, it's not enticing at all. Like,
It wouldn't excite you.
oh, I'd turn around and one, I'd ask him first, what the hell are you sending a photograph for?
Of your willy.
And then, yeah, you know, here, why are you doing that there for? Is there something, you know, you mustn't something there? Yeah, are you masking something there, like
Yeah.
like selling it? Then, like, is it a macho thing?
What
You
was
know.
so? If that wouldn't excite you, what would excite you?
When he's out and I we're in two different places and we want something nice to do or plan to go away.
Yeah.
These my kids better not be listening to this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a nice talk.
A little chat, a sexy
That's
chat.
Yeah, because that's intimate between the both of you, so it doesn't. You chat what you like.
Okay, but what I'm
never,
saying to you is,
but-
if he sent you, say, a text, let's say there was texts going back and forward, and he's saying, like, God, Debbie, can't wait to get home tonight, looking forward to ripping your clothes off, or whatever, I don't know, whatever people say to each other normally. And then you kind of respond and said, yeah, that sounds good to me, Tom, or whatever his name is.
Well, that would be,
but
that would be better than a photograph. That would be better.
and then you, let's just say you send him a picture then of your boobs, right? And you go,
No.
these will be waiting for you when you get here. No,
No,
no, no,
Oh, no,
Okay.
I wouldn't do it. And see, on phones as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which you don't trust. Photographs can go anywhere. You know, like
Well,
people
not
can
unless
get
somebody
asked-
sends them. I mean, if you were sending, if it's WhatsApp or text and it's just between you and your partner, they're not going to go anywhere unless one of you decides to send them somewhere. Do you know
Well,
what I mean?
no, see,
He wouldn't do it.
my lads have my password, so
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, but that's fine. Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you send him a picture of you in the nip, which doesn't sound like you're going to do that, but if you
No.
did, like,
or he
unless
would delete it straight away.
would he?
No, I says I would delete it straight away.
If he sent you a picture of him in the nip, you just delete it.
Yeah, it just doesn't a turn on at all.
Doesn't no.
No.
So,
It
and would you
doesn't.
would you ever look at porn, Debbie?
Me? No. It just wouldn't.
Wouldn't do anything for you.
Doesn't do anything for me.
No.
I'm plain Jane.
No, well, I mean different strokes for different folks. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Well, hang on, stay there. Let me go to Sarah. Sarah, you're in Ireland's Classic Hits Radio. How you doing, Sarah?
Hey, I know.
How you doing,
I'm
Sarah?
good, thanks.
I'm listening to Debbie. Wouldn't do anything for her.
Oh no, I love doing it. I think it's great. Like I love riling lads up and just getting them excited and things like that.
So what? You send them pictures?
Yeah.
Okay. So to your boyfriend or just random lads? I mean, I'm just curious now.
No, I know them, but they're not my boyfriend.
Oh dear.
Wow, what's wrong, Debbie? Are you getting worried about Sarah now? So you just send random lads your pictures?
Yeah.
Like, who are these random lads?
No, they're not random. Like I know them. I've known them a while.
Okay, so just mates, like
Yeah.
booty calls.
It's like I'm
What kind of
confident in my
body?
body, and if people seen it, they've seen it. Like we all have bodies, we all have boobs, we all have penises. Well, not me, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, you never know nowadays. Yeah, come on. I'm just saying. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. So yeah, it's not new. Like, every boob and every penis and every vagina are different kind of shapes and sizes, I suppose. You know what I mean? But
But we all have them.
Yeah,
They all-
yeah,
they all
they're not
have their own
new.
Unique beauty in them, you know.
yeah, absolutely.
And it's all just a bit of fun, you know.
Mm. And would you?
Well, me,
have you
that's
got a
what I
boyfriend?
No.
Okay,
no,
but when
no.
you did have a boyfriend, did you send them to him?
Yeah.
Okay. And would you be concerned, like Maria, who was on earlier on, who sent them to her partner at the time, her boyfriend, and he starts showing them to all the lads?
Couldn't care less.
Oh, it doesn't bother you?
Oh, Jesus
No.
Christ.
Oh, Jesus. What's wrong, Debbie?
It's not only your boyfriend, it's everybody.
Yeah, she does, but she doesn't care. She's confident, obviously. I don't know. She's
But
confident.
what if there's some, yeah, I know, but if there's some weirdo out there and is looking at it in a bad way,
In a bad way.
How would they look at it in a bad way?
well, you know the way there's, well, you can say man or women. I'm not going to turn around and say man, but they're sort of getting enjoyment out of it, but not the friends that you have. You have
So
these
what,
friends
using
that
it,
you benefit.
just say it, Debbie, for God's sake. They're using it for masturbation material. Is that what you're
Yeah,
telling me?
yeah.
Okay, just say
Yeah.
it. Yeah, just say it as it is. Okay, so Sarah,
yeah.
does that bother you that men might be using it for that purpose?
But that's what I think is like great about it. You know what I mean? Like
Oh.
that's, I love riling them up.
So you kind of get off on that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And what do you say to women who are worried that, you know, their boyfriend or their partner might show it to somebody? What advice would you give them? Because it doesn't bother you, obviously. So what advice would you give them?
Like, as I said before, like, we all have bodies. Like, we all should be proud of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't have to be ashamed of what we look like. We should appreciate it more. Like, there's naked beaches out there and everything. Like, people go around their knits. Like, what difference is it for someone to have a picture of themselves naked than walk around in public on a naked beach?
Yeah, we do all have a bit of a hang-up about nudity, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I see, that's a bit old school, because I remember
But
telling
even
somebody...
if you look back... Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Even if you look back at, like, old, like, sculptures and things like that, all of them are naked.
Yeah, they didn't have a hang-up thousands of years ago, but all of a sudden, about 50 years ago, we did have a hang-up.
And I think, I don't know what it's got to do with, but I think it's very upsetting, to be honest.
Mm. But I suppose there's an element of privacy and an element of trust, and when you're with your partner, it's an intimate thing, you and her, and, you know, and you don't want anyone else to see. You know, couples, I suppose, they kind of say to them...
Special.
Yes, Debbie, there you go. Special. You know, that idea of seeing your partner naked is between you and them. That's, I suppose, Sarah, what they mean.
But nowadays, like, how many people have been with how many people? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be so many special people. You're never going to have just one unless you've met someone and you married them first, unless you're... Some people are like that. But nowadays, no one's like that.
What, you don't think people stay together long enough or stay together for good anymore?
No, I do think they do that. But when I'm saying, but before you get married, there's people are with multiple people nowadays, anyway.
Yeah, well, I think they always were. They just didn't admit it before.
Yeah.
I think it was
So,
always the
like,
case.
what's the difference between the person? Like, obviously, the person you marry, you like their personality more, or something. There's something about them probably. But like, what's the difference between the people before? Do you know what I mean? And then this person's special. Yeah, you can only show them now. Do you know? I don't know. Well, it's different if you're in a relationship or you're married. Like, that's completely different. You only send it to your partner. But
Yeah, true.
I think everyone should be more expressive of themselves.
There you go, Debbie. Be more expressive. Maybe,
Yeah,
Debbie,
they
take a
want-
leaf out of Sarah's book.
I will in the house. I'll be a bit more
Expressive.
brave in the house. But yeah, that's
Why don't you give it an old trial run tomorrow, Debbie?
Debbie, could I ask you a question?
Sarah wants to
Yeah.
ask you a question. Go ahead.
I'm afraid.
Does it not get boring though? Does it not get...
No,
No.
no, I don't know. Never did. So it doesn't.
Never. Oh.
She sounds like she has a good sex life there. You know, she doesn't get
Oh
boring.
no, my sex life's gone now. Not a bother there. No.
But Debbie, if tomorrow,
I don't
right?
need fun for that.
So there you are tomorrow, very stereotypically standing at the cooker, and you're making the dinner, right? And all of a sudden, ding, the text goes off on your phone, and you open it up, and your partner, your husband, has sent you a picture of his willy. Would you be shocked, horrified?
I would. I'd say, what the hell's wrong with you? What you saying that for? I'd actually go sick. I would go on. I would be sick with them.
Would
So
you?
I would. Yeah, I would be sick. I'd go, what the hell are you sending that there for? It just, it's not.
And if he said, send me a picture of your boobs.
Special.
What?
photo is not a certain photograph.
Debbie, what difference is it though that Debbie?
Yeah.
What difference though is it that you see it in person than over photo?
Well, like you can handle in person, you can't on a photo.
True.
Yeah. Well, listen, Sarah, nice talking to you. You're very open and free about yourself, it seems. And Debbie, continue that exciting life that you have at the moment. You don't seem to get excited too easily. Sorry, Sarah or Debbie.
Bye.
See you. Bye. Bye, Sarah. Thanks very much indeed.
Real people, real opinions, Real Talk Radio. The multi-award winning Niall Boylan Show.
Ireland's classic hits.
McCarthy Insurance Group, serving the community for over 70 years. For home, farm, motor, life, health and business insurance, log on to mig.ie or free phone 1800 50 11 11. Probably your best call in 2024. Charles McCarthy Insurance is trading as McCarthy Insurance Group, is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.